Hey everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we're going to be looking at the next 24 to 48 hours. So, as per usual, I'm going to give you 3 decks. You're going to make a decision, and then after you've made your decision, you'll receive your reading. So, let's get started. So, for those of you who chose deck number 1, this is your reading. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so some things I may say may resonate, some things I may say may not resonate. It's completely okay. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. And so we're going to be looking at the next 24 to 48 hours, what to expect. If I hit on a subject, good. If I do not, then you're free to choose another reading, or I would just continue to listen just in case there's something you may hear that may help you in the future. So we're just going to look at the next 24 to 48 hours, Spirit. What can the people who chose deck number 1 expect in the next 24 to 48 hours? Oh, it's one card. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. Right there. What can the people expect in the next 24 to 48 hours who chose deck number 1? I'll pull for time purposes. Okay. Alright, so for the next 24 to 48 hours, what I heard is you getting the upper hand in something. So I don't know if it's in regards to an argument, if it's in regards to a settlement, if it's regards to work or something. Whatever the case is, you getting the upper hand in something and pretty much coming out secure. Whatever this is, it's something that's been bothering you for maybe longer than like a couple days, maybe longer than a couple weeks. Regardless, something's been bothering you. I can see with the 8 of Swords, you've been in your head about something. Something's been, in your thoughts. But with the 8 of Swords, if she removes the blindfold, she'll realize the swords aren't nowhere near her. She's completely safe. And I feel like the next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to get that clarity of how safe you are. And so you're going to be able to remove that blindfold, cut those restraints away, and walk away from anything or anyone that's holding you back. And we can see that with the 5 of Swords. And because of that, with the 4 of Pentacles, you obtain a sense of security in yourself, a sense of security maybe in your finances, if this has to do with the work matter or a situation in regards to family. You maintain that inner sanctity, if that makes any sense. And you won't feel like you are the one that lost. And so you will be getting rid of this mental anxiety. So when you usually when you see the 5 of Swords, it's like the winning at all cost, and the people in the background look upset. Well, and you see like 2 swords on the ground, and the other person is carrying 3. And so for this one, I feel like this is you conquering that those negative thoughts, you conquering that fear, you conquering that issue, and whatever it is, let's say if it's just this is a mental situation that's been giving you stress, it's just something that's just been bothering you. I see you conquering that issue in the next 24 to 48 hours and getting that clarity you need so that way you can feel stable within yourself and within whatever situation you are in. All right. So we're going to pull three more cards and then we're going to look at the overall energy with the card at the bottom of the deck. So what can the people who chose deck number one expect in the next 24 to 48 hours? I'm just going to pull for time purposes because sometimes it takes a while for... We have the Queen of Swords. Perfect. Like I was saying, you're going to gain that mental clarity. You're going to gain that clarity. You're going to gain that perspective that's going to help you come out on top with something. Okay? And by the end of this, you're going to feel completely secure in yourself and completely secure about the entire situation. Pull. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. But the Seven of Cups also wanted to come with that, and I think that pretty much reiterates what I've been saying. And the overall energy is the Two of Pentacles. Just trying to get these things straight so that way you can get everything in camera. If I can, if I can't, oh well. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Diggity dogs. Okay. I think I'm messing it up at this point. Alright. So you get somewhat of the picture of what's going on here. Okay, so like I said, if this is a work matter, I see you coming out on top. I see you being able to find that security in yourself because, for an example, let's say you work at a job that you do not like, and then within the next 24 to 48 hours, just out of nowhere, you get a good bit of offers, like a whole bunch of offers for interviews to, to leave the job that you're currently in. They pay more, it's better, a better place, better management, everything like that. I see that being the case with the Seven of Cups. I see there being numerous offers, but you have to be able to make the right decision. And so with the Two of Pentacles as the overall energy, I see choices coming in. I see better choices coming in to give you that sense of security in whatever situation you're in. If it's a situation in regards to love, let's say you've been single for a long time and you've just been seeing stagnation and you've just been in your head about it, like what's wrong with me, what's going on, like is there something I'm doing wrong or whatever. I see that you getting that perspective of, you start to notice your options, you start to notice the amount of people that are interested in you, you start getting more suitors coming your way. It may not be like, 5 suitors in one day, but you'll start seeing maybe one person, that you have interest come into your life within the next 24 to 48 hours, and then you see another person come into your life, and then so at the same time you need to make the right decision in regards to this. So you can't just, be like, oh, I'm just going to pick this person. No, you're going to be presented with more choices, but you're going to have to make the right decision. Now, if this is a work matter, like I said, it could be multiple jobs. It could be multiple opportunities. If you own your own business, you can see multiple clients. If you have been dealing with a certain set of, things being stagnant for a while, you're going to see multiple clients come in. Basically, to make a long story short, whatever issue that's been worrying you for the last couple of days, weeks, months, years, however it has been worrying you, I see you getting secure in yourself because of the amount of I'll say abundance, and that can mean love, money, whatever, the amount of abundance that's going to be available to you in the next 24 to 48 hours. Because I do see that you have been worried about this situation, and your main focus, which is the card at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy, is just making the right decision, weighing the pros and the cons of the options that are available to you. Alrighty, so that was your reading. If you chose deck number 1, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment for the algorithm, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. So if you chose deck number 2, this is your reading. So I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to try to see if any cards pop out. If not, I'm going to pull myself for time purposes. But keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. And let's see what we get. So what's the next 24 to 48 hours looking like for my pile / deck number 2s? Okay, we have the Magician. All right, that's a pretty good start. Okay, move that over because I'm going to need to move it over at some point. Just save me the trouble before I have to struggle with that later. Anyways, let's see the next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 2. All right, 2 of Wands. Okay. And one more card, please. And the Knight of Wands. That looks pretty awesome. So, the next 24 to 48 hours, I see you being creatively inspired. So creatively inspired that I see you basically manifesting what you want. And I think within the next 24 to 48 hours, I know that sounds kind of broad or pretty basic, if that makes any sense, but you're going to have a clear understanding of what you want. In other words, you're going to know how to get it, what to do. Like, you're going to have a clear path of what, I guess a clear path in your head of what to do next in order to achieve what you want. Your manifestations are going to start to seem like they're in reach, if that makes any sense. That's a better way of saying that. Because I'm just like, wait, how should I word this? So within the next 24 to 48 hours, your manifestations are going to seem a lot more in reach. And that's going to inspire you creatively to come up with the plan to basically, pull it in a lot quicker. So you're going to start seeing, evidence that your manifestations, your work has been paying off, and that's going to fuel you to continue to push forward and bring in more abundance, more of your manifestation. So to break down the breakdown, you're going to see about maybe 20% of your manifestation come in, and it's going to fuel you to get the other 80%. Mercury retrograde. Anyways, I'm gonna pull 3 more cards, and then I'm gonna get the. Never mind. 10 of Wands. Yeah, exactly what I expected. That's exactly what I expected. 10 of Wands. You're gonna be working hard because you're gonna see it. Because you're gonna get that glimpse. When it's like you're gonna smell blood in the water. Like there's gonna be something. I don't know what it is, but it's just something's gonna happen when you're gonna smell blood in the water, and you're just gonna know, I got it. I know I can get it. Now this can be in regards to love. This can be in regards to work, finances, whatever the case, whatever I'm talking about that's coming to mind right now. Whatever you've been trying to bring in, whatever you've been trying to hone in, you're going to start seeing, actual proof of that starting to come towards you. And it's going to fuel you to work harder and bring in more abundance. Okay, 2 more cards. Pull. There we go. Lordy. All this stuff. 3 of Cups, celebrations. So you're going to be excited about this. And the final card. The Death card. And the overall energy is the Moon. So the overall energy being the Moon, some people, usually the Moon represent things being unclear. You're not getting the full picture because she's looking into her reflection and it seems it's not fully it's not her. It's just it's a very distorted version of her. And so I feel like this has been pretty much the overall energy of late, just getting this distorted version of what you're doing. You don't know, like, are your efforts paying off? What you're doing working out? And so I feel like that's going to change with the Death card. You're going to see yourself get out of this hazy period, and you're going to start seeing your manifestations start to trickle in a little bit. But it's going to give you that fuel to say, I'm like, now that I start to see the rewards, let's keep moving forward. And because of that, you're going to see a huge boost of energy, a huge boost of, wanting to work hard and wanting to, bring in those manifestations in the next 24 to 48 hours. And this is, like I said, 24 to 48 hours are pretty quick. So you getting that is going to fuel you to work hard, and it's going to bring about this change a lot quicker. You're going to see this change come in a lot quicker. You're going to see your manifestations come in a lot quicker because you're going to get that sign. You're going to get that, that clear understanding. It may be an internal sign. You may get that epiphany. It could be an external sign where something happens and it just puts you in a place where you're like, now there's a clear path for me to accomplish this goal. But whatever the case may be, whatever you need, it's going to arrive, and it's going to help you light a fire under your ass, for lack of better terms, to bring in this manifestation fully and completely a lot quicker. So that's what I have for deck number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Alright, for those of you who've chosen deck number 3, this is your reading. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. Whatever cards pop out, that's what I'm going to put down. If no cards pop out, I'll pull for myself for time purposes. And I'm going to pull 3 cards first, get an overall look. Then I'm going to pull 3 more cards, and then we're going to look at the overall energy surrounding the next 24 to 48 hours with the card underneath the deck. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if this reading doesn't resonate, there are 2 more piles to choose from. So, anyways, let's get started. The next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. Next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. The next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. Next 24 to 48 hours. Okay. Seven of Cups. Okay. Next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. Next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. Next 24. Wow, that's way too many. Yeah, we're not doing that. Just a whole bunch just fell out. Okay. Next 24 to 48 hours for deck number... There we go. Ooh. The 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. Diggity dogs. Okay. Alright. Next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. My stomach starts to talk. Forgive me. It will do that. That's what it does. Next 24 to 48 hours for deck number 3. I'm going to pull for time purposes. Ten of Swords. Alright. So, the next 24 to 48 hours. I see you how can I say this? I see there being an end to something, obviously, with the Ten of Swords. But different people, it may, okay, got it. The next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to have a choice. Someone from your past may return, or a soulmate, someone that from a past life, somebody that, you really resonate with. Somebody is going to come into your life, and you are going to have to make a decision whether to accept this offer or decline it. And the reason why, now if it's someone from your past and you have no desire to accept this offer or whatever, just hearing that just makes you sick, then obviously the Ten of Swords is going to be you declining the offer, and that be, you getting that clarity on that situation, something that's been kind of hazy or something that's been kind of in your mind. But I feel like there's been something from the past that's been bothering you, and I feel like you're going to get clarity of that situation that's going to kind of clear it out. So if this has nothing to do with the person, let's say that. If this has nothing to do with the person, it's just a past situation, I feel like you're going to get clarity that's going to bring an end to it, and it's going to get rid of that confusion that you've been feeling. For some of you, it could be someone coming from the past and you just not wanting to do with them. For some of you, it could be someone from a past life. It could be like a karmic or something where you start to kind of see some red flags and you're just like, not interested. But we'll look further. I'll pull for time purposes. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Next 24 to 48 hours. Nine of Cups. Okay. Ten of Swords. There. Up. Lot fell. And that's not what we're going to do today. That's not what we're doing today. All right. There we go. Get it. Completely get it. All right. So, bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Cups. So, I'm going to read this a whole bunch of ways. Whatever way resonates with you, take it. Whichever way doesn't, leave it. One thing I'm saying, you're getting multiple offers. You may be talking to someone at the moment. You may be getting, someone hitting you up, someone else hitting you up, and then someone from your past hitting you up. And the Ten of Swords meaning you're going to have to reject somebody. And the reason why I'm saying that is you got the Ten of Pentacles, which is like feeling abundant. The Nine of Cups, feeling abundant, feeling good. So, it'll clear out any sort of issue, any sort of confusion. So, like, if you were trying to make a decision, I think you're going to get that. You're going to be able to make that decision within the next 24 to 48 hours. So, like, let's say there's like an ex that comes back within the next 24 to 48 hours. and you've been kind of wavering back and forth on this X versus this other person you've been seeing, you're going to choose. I feel like you're going to make that decision within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, this isn't within a. This is in regards to a situation like maybe work. Maybe um you were kind of like confused about a work situation. I feel like you're going to get that clarity. It may be something that happened in the past in a workplace, or maybe it has to do with a past job. You're going to get that clarity that is going to be able to give you that sense of like, yeah, I made the right decision. Yeah, I feel better that I made that decision, because if I wouldn't have made that decision, then this and that would have happened to me. For an example, um, I remember where I was working at this job. I'm not going to be in specifics because I don't want to get too. I don't want, if the person's watching this, I don't want to put their business out there like that. But I was working at this job, and I had this strong, urge, like you gotta get out of here. You have to get out the job. You have to leave the job. And I left the job. I ended up quitting the job and getting a new job. Same situation, but better pay. And about a couple years later, after the pandemic, that place was no longer available. It's no longer, in business. And so let's say this had to do with a work situation. You may find out that you left that job just in time because that job went out of business. If you would have stayed in that job, you would have been up a creek. Um, or let's say this had to do with a situation like a coworker situation where you were mistreated by a coworker or a boss. You're going to find out that they got their just desserts, and so it's going to bring you clarity on that confusion of like, you know that things being unfair, feeling like things were dealt unfair to you. You're going to receive that clarity. And I feel like with the Page of Cups in, as the overall energy, I feel like someone's going to be giving you this news. It's going to be something emotional. It's not going to be something that's going to be like, it's not like the Knight of Swords where it's just blunt in your face. It's going to be a loving sort of communication. So, like I said, this is in regards to love. I feel like you're going to be able to make a decision, but you're going to do it with a kind heart. Like, you're going to let the person down with a kind heart. It's not going to be a vindictive sort of rejection. Um, and so, yeah, and ultimately, I do see you getting what you want out of the situation, but just to sum everything up within the next 24 to 48 hours, I see something that's been giving you any sort of mental stress, whether it's trying to make a decision. I think this has to do with the decision. If it's a decision between people, two or more people, I feel like within the next 24 to 48 hours, you're going to get that clarity and make the right decision, but you're going to do it with love. So you are not going to do it out of vindictiveness. You're going to make your decision following your heart. If this has to do with the work situation, I feel like you're going to get clarity on the issue or the situation that may have been an issue within the next 24 to 48 hours, and that's going to allow you to be at peace with the situation and understand that you did get the upper hand in whatever the situation was. Anyways, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm, and I will see you again for the next one. Take care.